Diana briefly appeared at Sandringham for Christmas, but her life as a semi-detached royal soon proved untenable. She tried to scale down her public life.
Over the next few months, I will be seeking a more suitable way of combining a meaningful public role with, hopefully, a more private life.
Press intrusion had forced her decision. Sadly, many charities lost their patron, but Diana soon returned to the public arena. She also sought a life as a private citizen. The paparazzi made her visits to the gym one of their main targets. After she dismissed her police bodyguards, there were no restraints on photographers' behaviour. She was trailed while visiting her therapist, Susie Orbach.
The photographers, the paparazzi, were making a lot of money out of Diana. That was the principal thing. Otherwise, they probably would have left her alone. But there we are, newspapers were paying them a great deal of money for significant photographs. That awful one of chasing her among the cars, I think she'd been to see Susie Orbach, all these sort of ones, her trying to hide her face. And they really would provoke her in the latter days. I remember hearing somebody say that they were quite ashamed, although they were themselves a paparazzo. You know, once when she was in a taxi and she was sitting there with her head bowed, trying to avoid their attention. And the Spanish photographer yelled at her, "Why don't you behave like a fucking princess?" You know, I mean, a treatment beyond what you would expect.
She was never free from harassment. Here, attempting to take a Caribbean holiday with a female friend, Diana found they were surrounded by photographers. Watch her reactions.
Come on, get lost.
We got direct connected.
Come on, get lost.
S'il vous plaît, monsieur.
Thank you.
Opportunities to relax with friends were important to her. She was separated from her husband and felt increasingly isolated from the royal court. When her love affairs fell apart, as they always did, she could rely on a band of female confidants.
I think that when she was under intense pressure, there were a lot of people who tried to help her. Specifically, those women friends, the ones who were slightly older than her, and her younger friends as well. I think a lot of people really did try to help her. But you see, she was in a terrible situation. Her husband didn't love her. The press were after her the whole time. She couldn't get out without a photographer snapping her. People were selling information about her. It's a frightful world to live in.